Right back to him on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop.
The Bengals at 5-3 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They have things going their way.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. On the play fake, Corral.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Another try after the first down sack.
Corral.
He'll find Goodwin here on the right side.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
On play action, here's Corral.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the option, here's Eckler.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. The center receiver in motion to the right. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Matt Corral.
A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 out the gate early.
88 out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Corral sets up play action. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Corral looking for another pass here.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left.
On 3rd down, here's Corral.
Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The kick by Sanders is good.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Goff now looks to throw. He's going to have the first down and then some. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Bengals. Isaiah Pacheco. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are back within a score. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Play action here. Corral. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And it's complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 3rd down, Corral being chased out left. And out of bounds right around the 20. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Well, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Sanders' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV.
You and I have talked about adjustments so many times during games. Remember, it's really series to series. But coming out after the half, that's a big opportunity, big time to come out and make one of those plays that can change a game.
Yeah, first play in the third quarter. So offensively, you think of adjustments, but right defensively, maybe you're playing a hunch. You have an adjustment to make.
Yeah, I think sometimes they have that special in there that, hey, they've run this type of play all in the first half. If you see it, go get it.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Little C, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Here we go on fourth. Gone. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. 1st and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets them set at their own 28-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3.
picked off by Blesson Austin. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that'll be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. Off play action. Here's Goff. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
On the keeper, here's Goff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
Goff going to keep it himself. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
And his kick is indeed good. And with it, they have taken the lead.
So seemingly a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets them the lead here in the 3rd, but boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that too.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They started on the ground with Eckler.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Corral. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Corral sets up play action. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll go for it on 4th. Here's Corral.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We have played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's gone. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder that it's not going to be enough.
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Corral, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it.
So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Marquez.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence of